a guy by the name of Francisco Bergoglio, the Cardinal, better known to you folks as Pope Francis. So he's been around the Pope. This kid had 160 amateur fights, a seasoned professional. They call him the Otter. What do they call him the Otter for?
Got no idea.
He chops down trees. I knew you knew that, Mike. He chops down so many opponents, so that's why they call him the Otter. Here he comes, making his way in there. Great to see Sir Peter Leach feeling well. The Mad Butcher, you know him as one of the greatest speakers that I've ever known in boxing, one of my dearest friends, and I only wish that I could speak and be as funny as Peter Leach. He's a great man.
Always a character. Look at Rivas. He's, you know, 160 amateur fights is a good pedigree.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Robert the Butcher Berridge!
So Berridge is the Butcher, from the Mad Butcher to the real Butcher in the ring. Robbie comes in here 21-1, WBC ABCO light heavyweight champion, coming off a big win over Shinta Matsumoto for the WBC title last time out. This kid's a real crowd-pleasing fighter, offensive-minded. He's the real deal. Dean Lonergan and David Higgins, he's the promoter's dream. A great fighter. Shane McMillan, the founder and director of Hydrate Zero, is sponsoring him. Tim Cook, the managing director of Hydrate, and of course Peter Goodfellow, who's the president. They're all thrilled to be out here to support Robbie Berridge. The southpaw should be sensational. He's very tough. He's a hard fighter.
He's the kind of fighter that sometimes he's a bit rough and ready. He doesn't look like the most technical, but he has the ability to change the course of a fight with a single shot. His left hand carries dynamite in it.
Scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division, brought to you by Hydrate Zero. And now, fighting out of the red corner, he enters the ring wearing red trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 78.2 kgs. He hails from Jose Marmal, Buenos Aires, Argentina. He has 15 professional fights with 11 wins and 4 losses, with 6 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing La Nutria, Mariano Jose Riva!
Rivas gets a nice hand from the generous crowd here.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing all black trunks. He weighed in at 79 kgs even. He hails from Albany, New Zealand. He is the current WEBC Asia Light Heavyweight title holder. He has 22 professional fights with 20 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, with 16 big wins coming by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Robert the Butcher Berridge!
This is the real deal now, so I'll tell you, 10-point must-scoring system, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. As you look at the tail of the tape, a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight in case of an accidental foul. We go to the scorecards after 4 rounds. This is scheduled for 8 in the light heavyweight division, both in under the limit. Lance Revel is our referee for this one, and a very fine one if you saw him earlier, keeping the Giant under control tonight. Been an exciting night so far. Joseph Parker coming up next. Sam Rivera, he won in the 3rd round technical knockout. Big upset, Julius Long in a 4th round TKO. Kaylee McNabb and Tim Morrison. Very, very impressive celebrity fights here. Okay, let's see what the southpaw in the black, our man Robbie Berridge, can do with his very, very experienced Argentine. See right away that Rivera wants to stay away from me. He doesn't want to engage. He wants to see what this guy's got.
Punch is a little bit short, but notice when he moves to his right, he moves what you call a wide circle. He doesn't move directly across.
Robbie nails him with a decent left hand to get things going. He puts the hand up in the air because that glanced off his shoulder, might have bruised his shoulder a little bit. But I'm telling you this, that Mariano Jose Rivera knows he's in with a strong puncher, and he's very cautious.
Notice he's just moving, giving him angles, showing him one side, then the other. Little hooking left hand there from Berridge.
Now, what were you telling me about his left, how he sets it up, Mike?
Well, you'll notice he you may see it tonight, often he'll throw it off a straight right hand that his opponent throws. The right hand will look as if it's landed. Robbie Berridge turns away from the right hand and loops his left hand over the top. It's a very difficult and dangerous punch to throw, but Berridge seems to have nailed it. And there's another straight left, just classic southpaw.
Yeah, he is a classic southpaw. You'll see when Riva decides to come in that their feet will get tied up and it gets sloppy in the inside. Riva doesn't want to mess with him. That's why he's staying outside. Bounces right, back to his left, sets up inside. Now he comes back outside. Berridge comes in. He's on the assault right now. He wants to nail this guy in the worst way. The southpaw, Berridge, with all the tattoos and the black trunks, sets up in front of him.
Rivas just has got to be cautious. Berridge, good head movement there, getting out of the way of both those shots. But Rivas noticed sometimes when he's on the ropes, he jams himself in and he moves into the power of that left hand just there.
You see, Rivas has got very distinct skills of a guy that is a seasoned professional fighter. Remember, this guy had 160 amateur fights, and of course, Robbie nowhere near that sort of thing. But he's got 21 victories and only 1 loss. Riva only has 11 victories. Look at that! He nailed it with the right hand. See if he can get up. Riva realizes he's hurt. He staggers away. He must come forward, or Lance will stop the fight. He's got to get his hands up. Boy, that right hand, Mike, was unbelievable. That's the hook from the southpaw. Here he is. There's him again. Riva trying to hang on as best he can. Robbie's trying to get some room, create some distance.
Well, we've just caught Rivas ringside. He fell through the ropes, and the Colonel
smashed all over our TV gear.
Had to catch him.
Almost took the Colonel out.
Helped him back into the ring.
Good timing for the bell, I can tell you that on Sky Arena.
It's all happening here. We're incredibly close to the action,
because the boxes are coming through the arena.
Not the first time I've caught a fighter coming through the ropes, let me tell you that. But hey, thanks, Mike, for the help. You bailed me out.
There it is, the big punch from the Butcher. He said in the media conference that he's the guy that loves to carve people down, as where the man they call the Otter from Argentina tries to chop them down. Well, he got banged big time there. And this is why Robbie, the Butcher Berridge, look, that's what happened. He came flying into our commentary position, and there's the Colonel, Mike, and myself trying to help him back into the ring.
You know, what we did, by the way, Lance just reminded me, is illegal. When a guy comes through the ropes, he's got to get back out himself.
Yeah, but
so we messed up the fact that he could have been knocked out.
That we have to try and keep working.
Well, we have to protect our gear. That's what I told Lance. I said, you can spank me later, but we saved it for Sky TV. All right, down twice, so he's down 10-7.
Well, I said expect the unexpected. That was very unexpected. A great shot. Berridge will do it again, I tell you.
Well, he's got so much power. First knockdown came with that big right hand. The next one he came through the ropes. Berridge chopping him now. This is not going long. Oh, he got clipped with a solid left-hand power shot. Riva sets up in front of him. He's taking risk, and it's a big mistake. Notice, Mike, his hands have come down now. Riva is going to be in big trouble here in about 2 seconds when Berridge catches up with him, because Berridge's got tons and tons of power.
Berridge just needs to be a bit more patient himself.
Well, you're right. He needs patience.
He's just got caught himself by a left hook and a right hand. That's the 3rd time he's been caught clean. Berridge just needs to tidy up, pick his shots. He's got the power differential, but he doesn't want to give his opponent an even chance.
The thing is, though, Mike, he's in such great shape, those punches didn't hurt him at all. There's an uppercut on the inside by Riva. Riva got a little bit of confidence by the fact of what Mike Ango just told you, that, big body shot that time again. Now on the inside, they tie up, the uppercut comes through, and away walks Riva. So let's see now what our man Robbie Berridge can do. The powerful southpaw misses with a looping left hand first, tied up by Riva. Riva in the red trunks. That's Robbie Berridge from New Zealand. 21-1 as a professional fighter. He's got things going his way so far. Riva wants to get his payday and get out of here, I'll tell you that.
I'd like to see Berridge go with that right uppercut there. Just landed it to the way Rivas is leaning in. Berridge do better just to go back long.
You're so right, Mike. All he has to do is take a step back, get himself some, what they call in MMA, create some distance, and then he'd come with an uppercut, and he'll take him right out.
A bit of dirty boxing there on the inside with Berridge, but this is where he's getting clipped, particularly with that right hand. You'll notice right there, Riva will try and pull back and come with the overhand right.
Mike, this is a good fight for him because he's ready for a title shot right now. So to get in with a tough Latino fighter, this kid didn't come down here as an opponent. He came down here to give Berridge a lot of problems, and he hasn't done that, but he's resorting to kind of dirty boxing. He moves well. Berridge having more difficult time in the second round of catching up with this guy, but he will.
Little short shove with the elbow on the inside. Lance Riva on that pretty quickly.
42, 35 seconds now, 34, 33, 32 seconds to go in the round. Berridge wants to line him up. He's got him in his sights. Can he pop him with that left hand? That's his power shot.
He's leading with the left a little bit too much, though. Just needs to use that right hand of his to set it up, create room.
It's sloppy, it's rough, it's dirty, and I love it.
Well, this is the fight that the Argentinian wants. He wants to be in there in the trenches fighting away. Berridge doesn't need to be in there. He's actually fighting the game for Rivas. And again, Rivas in there. He's shown he's durable, and that's where he wants to be.
All right, the bell ends round two. How do you like it? How do you like it, folks? This is good stuff, Brownie.
Well, Berridge, you talk a bit about the learning curve for Robbie Berridge. Kevin Barry, the trainer of Joseph Parker, always talks about how styles makes fights. And look, he's getting a comeback here from Riva, and he's learning how to, take the punishment and also dish it out, but also he's on the comeback trail. It looked like the Argentinian was down and out in that first round, but as you see the exchange of blows, he is a tough, uncompromising character.
Very much a wake-up call for Berridge, though. He took those shots on the chin. You do that against a top 10 fighter, you don't get up. So Berridge needs to go back to his game plan and be clinical with this guy. Yes, he has the power differential, but he just needs to pick him apart and then use the power.
He also knows the only time the Argentinian fought outside of homeland, he got beaten up by an Australian, but he is a tough cookie.
Well, they don't make him any tougher than the Latinos. They may not have the skill that Robbie Berridge has, but he's come to fight. Here we go, round three. We're at the Trust Stadium in Auckland, New Zealand. The Colonel Bob Sheridan here with Mike Angove, and of course my great mate Clint Brown for many, many years. Brownie, great to be with you again. And Mike is always so happy about your recovery from the dreaded disease. Glad to see you. Oh, there's the left hook. It's all over. He won't get up from this one. The count's up to 7 and 8 and 9. And here we go. It's all over. He will not make it. He's counted out. That's a knockout, folks. What a shot. What a shot.
Is the power of Robbie Berridge. Once again, that left hand, like a lightning rod, detonated on Rivas. And make no mistake, Rivas has a very good chin. Robbie Berridge has world-class power.
Wow, that was really something. Hey, folks, don't run away. We're going to show you the replay, and then Joseph Parker and King Alpha. Go ahead, Mike, with the replay.
And here he goes. Berridge just finding his range, led with the right uppercut. Boom! And there it was. He dipped outside of the right hand, came over the top with a clipping left hand right on the button. Here it comes, that right hand coming. Boom! Berridge on the outside. Good night, Irene.
Watch this now, folks. Watch for the left hand. He sizes him up, catches him on the chin, and bang! It's all over. Like a bolt out of the blue. He goes to the canvas like a sack of wheat, and he can't recover. He was counted out by referee Lance Revel. That's a knockout. Whoa!
Such a classic southpaw knockout too. Colonel just slipped the right hand, come back with the left. You couldn't ask for anything more typical of a southpaw.
That's a great outing for Robbie Berridge. I mean, all they have to do is keep him busy. He's ready for a world title shot. And this kid from Latin America came in here, 11 victories and 6 knockouts. He gave him few problems, but he had him down twice in the first round. Certainly outboxed him in the second round, and they loaded that final shot. What a wonderful shot for Robbie. I love this kid. I think this kid has the potentiality to be a world champ.
Well, you can't teach power, and just Robbie Berridge has that in buckets. And the other thing is he could probably make the super middleweight limit as well.
Well, the light heavyweight champion of the world is Adonis Stevenson from Canada. And you know the guys from Duke are telling me they want to bring the number 2 guy. You know who that is? Bernard Hopkins over here. Can you imagine if people get to see Bernard Hopkins fight in New Zealand?